Welcome to Destination Central. I'm Harriet Wilson, and this week we are in the Matamata region discovering all the best places and ideas for you this Christmas.
We discover the taste of Robert Harris, find outdoor gifts from Sports World, check out the beautiful function venue at the Red Barn, and then head to the summer social scene at Redoubt Bar and Eatery.
Matamata is a beautiful rural town in the central North Island. With Rotorua, Tauranga and Hamilton less than an hour's travel time away, it is the perfect home base. So let's go check out some of the family-friendly spots around the town. This playground is extremely popular with the little ones, and it's just across the road from TV Central, so you can pop in and say hi. The skate park was upgraded about a year ago and is always popular with those kids looking for a bit of an adrenaline rush. And right next door is the famous eyesight, great for a photo, and the team inside know everything there is to know about our town. And now, of course, our first business of the day for our morning fix of coffee. Let's go. Looking for a cafe who are as passionate as you about the taste of a good coffee? Well, look no further than Robert Harris right here in Matamata. So Mike, first of all, tell us about Robert Harris here in Matamata.
This is one of 48 franchise stores across New Zealand. We're the third set of owners. Holly and myself have been here for coming up 3 years now, and we're really enjoying the experience. We're from outside of the industry originally, so it's been quite a good challenge for us. One of the great things about Robert Harris is we bake and cook all our own food on site, so it's not bought in, it's all freshly baked daily. And some really great news for the group just recently is that we've won gold in the New Zealand Coffee Awards for Best Flat White, which is really exciting for the franchise.
And how significant is it, winning that award?
It's very significant in the coffee industry in New Zealand. The competition involves pretty much all the major roasteries from around New Zealand. They send samples in to a judging panel, and the coffee's tasted blind, so no one knows exactly which brands are which. And you know, the great thing for us this year is that we've come out on top, which is really significant. I think we've only won it once before in the last 10 years. So to be able to stand up beside, you know, really well recognised brands nationally like All Press, Weka, etc., and say that you've come out on top is really significant for us. And you know, timely given how much investment, I guess, that we're putting into the brand.
And was there a prize involved at all?
Yeah, well, the prize is that you can say that you've got the best flat white in New Zealand for a year, which is pretty significant when you consider, you know, the coffee culture that exists in New Zealand. You know, how many cafes there are throughout New Zealand. It's a great thing to be able to say to your customers, hey, look, we do make the best flat white as judged by, you know, an independent panel of experts.
Well, that is a huge achievement. So what delicious range of food do you offer?
Well, hopefully we've got something to suit pretty much everyone. Gluten-free and dairy-free is becoming a lot more prevalent, so we offer a full range of savoury food options, freshly made sandwiches each day, and then a fairly extensive range of cakes and slices to complement our coffee offering as well.
And what have you got in the way of Christmas gifts?
We've recently just established a new line of takeaway coffee, so people can come in and purchase the same bean that we use in the cafe, which is really unique. We also have gift vouchers available from $10 denominations right through.
Now tell us about what you do in terms of functions and potentially functions in the future.
Yeah, so we've had a couple of functions, private functions, over the course of the last 6 months, which have been really successful. The cafe is quite a good size for large groups, and because we make and bake everything on site fresh, we have the capability to you know, specifically cater to our clients' requests. So it's not something that we specifically offer at the moment. However, you know, we're always happy to talk to people about their requirements.
And I also hear that you do offer catering.
We do offer catering. It's not something that we've focused on terribly much in the past, but of more recent times, for some of our really good customers have asked us to get into that. So we do now have a catering menu that ranges from very basic club sandwiches right through to more extravagant items. We do have a menu that people can come and look at if they like, but we're happy to go through and do specialty stuff for people as well.
Well, it's definitely great to take the pressure off those Christmas functions. So what hours are you open over the summer?
For the summer, we're open from 7 till 5 during weekdays and from 8 to 5 on the weekends.
Now, finally, where are you located so viewers can come in and sample your yummy food and award-winning coffee?
We're at 47 Broadway in Matamata, which is straight across the road from the eyesight.
Great, thanks very much, Mike. Thank you so much. Oh, looks delicious. So for food and coffee that you just can't beat, head into Robert Harris in Matamata. With summer here and that Christmas list of yours growing by the minute, you'll find everything you need for that outdoor family member here at Matamata Sports World. So Chris, tell us about Matamata Sports World.
Well, Matamata Sports World, we've been here 25 years this year. We're very excited about that. We're happy to have been servicing the Matamata district for that time. We've got a lot of new things happening in the trade. We've got the AA Smart Fuel now, which we're very pleased to get. It's exclusive to us as the sports industry in town, and people can come in, shop and save on their fuel, which is great. So if they're going away for Christmas, save that little bit of extra cost on their fuel and perhaps go that extra distance.
So what range of items do you hold?
Well, we have a bit of everything. As you can see in the shop, we've got anything from tennis to fishing gear, camping, outdoor material. We've got a new kayak, which we're really excited about, and a lot of people get into kayaks these days with their kids and that sort of thing. And one of the biggest hassles with kayaks is transporting them anywhere. So we've got this new kayak out of Sweden that is actually a two-piece. So that's really good. You can put it in the boot of the car or in the average family vehicle, and off you go to the beach.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. So what does your store specialise in?
Well, having been in the trade 25 years, we like to think we're pretty specialised in most things really. I suppose the shop does specialise in fishing and hunting and that sort of outdoor pursuits. I've been a keen fisherman all my life, and young people love to come in and talk a bit about fishing, get a few tips. And what we are blessed with around here is the local streams are all full of trout. So that's really neat, you know, over the Christmas holidays and that, kids, get them outdoors, you know. I'm a great believer in getting kids off the computers and, you know, X Games and all those sorts of things. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but I love the outdoor type theme, you know. So if we can get kids out on the local streams and rivers, catching fish and that sort of thing. So I've got a real passion about fishing. I think it's a great thing. It's a great thing for kids with grandparents and parents. Get out on the water, spend a bit of time with them, enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the holidays.
So what ideas do you have for the perfect gift this Christmas?
Perfect gift? Well, just about anything really. I mean, if I had to pursue anything, it's like I said, the outdoor theme, you know. We've got slug guns, we've got air pistols, we've got crossbows and bow and arrows and all those sorts of things, the outdoor pursuit. And of course in the Waikato and around Matamata here, we're blessed with the open country, you know. It's basically a farming fraternity. The kids can get out on the farms, they can do a bit of hunting, a bit of fishing, a bit of eeling and that type of thing. And if you don't want to do that sort of thing, go and have a game of tennis, we've got those sorts of things. So basically, I love the sports trade because it's sort of promoting that outdoor theme for the kids.
Well, those all sound great because it is, of course, the perfect time to be outdoors. So for those who may be a little bit harder to buy for, you also offer gift cards?
We do. We have our own vouchers. One thing we enjoy about those is they're actually unique to Matamata Sports World. We do have one they can spend or at our different sports worlds around the country, but what we like about our local one here is that we don't have an expiry date on it. So a lot of things with these gift cards is people go, oh, they go to spend them and they've run out. But this way, they've got endless really expiry time, so they can come in at any stage. And if the kids only want to spend a little bit of their value at the one time, we can do that. We can change the card, give them a new one, they can spend $10 of their 20 or 30 or whatever and come back again and get another couple of lures or a packet of slugs or tennis ball, whatever they like really.
Well, that's such a great idea. Now, what would you say is unique about this store?
Perhaps it's experience. You know, our staff have been doing this a long time. As you can see, I'm getting the odd silver here, and that means I have been here a long time. We've now got children that are coming in here with children of their own that were children when I first started. So maybe if we are a little bit unique, it's experience we've got. We've been here, as I said, 25 years, which we're very proud of. and we can basically help anybody with any of their sporting needs really.
And finally, where are you located and how can viewers get in contact with you?
We're on 40 Broadway, straight across the road from the big I building, or the new Hobbit building if you like, on the corner. And any time we're open from 8:30 in the morning till 5:30 at night, longer on a Friday night, and we're open on Saturdays as well.
Thanks very much, Chris. So for all your camping, fishing, sports and Christmas needs, head into Sports World in Matamata. With summer comes the barbecue season. Earlier in the year, Amy caught up with Owen from the meat company. Let's go see what they have in store.
Right, it's time to talk food. Another Christmas tradition is, of course, a feast with family and friends. We're here at the Meat Co, where Owen Henderson is about to tell us his best tips for the Christmas ham. Hi Owen, how's the Christmas season been so far?
Reasonably steady, although most people tend to do their meat shopping last thing before Christmas. They get out and get their presents and get out of town and do a bit of shopping, or around town and do a bit of shopping, but usually we're one of the last cabs on the rank along with the greengrocer, so just orders that are coming in, we're not looking forward to Friday the 21st at all, I can tell you. So we've got a lot of hams ordered and a lot still coming in. So
share with us some of your tips for a fantastic feast this Christmas.
Oh, well, your traditional thing is for Christmas is Christmas hams and your turkeys. I like ham and I like lamb, especially cold lamb. My mother-in-law used to make a beautiful mint carrot jelly that we used to have with our cold lamb every Christmas, and it was sort of a bit of a tradition for us. But turkeys to me are always perhaps a little disappointing, and we have an alternative with the turkey foils, wrapped in the foil roast turkey with cranberry stuffing and that sort of thing, and I find they stay a lot moister for the table than what a traditional turkey, especially a lot of the breast meat on the turkey. And of course you've got your rolled pork and lamb, which has come down quite a bit in price this year, which everybody's looking forward to, and they're sort of filling their freezers up with legs. We're selling legs of lamb for probably just about $10 a kilo less than this time last year. So the lamb, which wasn't quite so much on the menu last year, might be on the menu this year for Christmas.
Can you explain to us the difference between a supermarket ham and one bought from a quality butcher?
When you're buying a ham from a butcher, it's traditionally cured, and that's an old word that we talk about all the time, but it has a real meaning with hams, because they're pumped individually with a single needle brine pump. They're smoked as we've always traditionally smoked them, and they're not massaged. In big factories they produce hams, and the hams are all pumped and they're injected with multi-needled injectors. Like, I would take probably 20 times as long to pump one ham as what their machines do, and the amount of brine that gets infused into the ham is a lot more than the traditional way of hand pumping them. And then they get massaged, which they put in a big rolling container, like a big mixer if you like, and they go in there and they bang against each other and they infuse the brine more into the meat. And in my view, they take a lot of the texture out of the meat. Like, your pork doesn't look like pork anymore.
And whereabouts are you located?
Broadway, Matamata 108 Broadway, and our co-op of the meat company has stores in 9 places around, including Huntley, Wakatani, Mount Maunganui, one down in Hastings, Hamilton, Cambridge. So yeah, we've got quite a good coverage of the larger Waikato area.
So sink your teeth into some excellent deals this Christmas with Meat Co, but get in quick for the best picks.
With the summer weather comes the busy social season, and the beautiful venue at the Red Barn is the perfect location to celebrate a special day. So Bridget, tell us about your stunning venue here.
Oh yes, well we've got the Red Barn here, so we're located in the Hinuera Valley. We are a wedding venue. We also cater for Christmas parties and other special occasions. We cater for up to 140 people here at the Red Barn. And yeah, we do weddings every weekend, usually on a Friday and a Saturday. So yeah, no, it seems to be very popular. The whole barn theme at the moment is very hip with all of our brides. They love that country sort of theme, you know, with lots of hessian and, you know, the old vintage jars with flowers and things like that. So the barn certainly lends itself to that kind of a look. So yeah, no, it's very popular at the moment.
Sounds like a very busy place. So what sort of functions do you hold here?
Yeah, so we do mainly do weddings. We do a few of the you know, private parties, Christmas parties and things like that as well, and you know, birthday parties, engagement parties. But yeah, we mainly focus on weddings. We sort of have around, we do between 50, you know, around the odd 50 weddings a year, I would say. Yes.
So what would you say is unique about the Red Barn?
I think there's lots of things that's unique about the Red Barn, and I think that's why it is so popular. One of them is that we are located on a private dairy farm here, so we have 500 acres here where we live, and the Red Barn is part of that. So we don't have neighbours close by, and it's very private for people to get married here. So, you know, and it's very personal as well. We're very hands-on, myself, my husband Lance and myself and our daughters actually, we're very hands-on here at the barn, so we do get involved with the couples and provide them with a you know, a really personal experience for their weddings. We just get really excited about providing them a beautiful place to get married and making it special for them. So yeah, we do have quite a number of unique features here, I suppose, as well. The fact that we are on such a big property, we've got the lovely driveway for photographs. We have you know, lots of unique photo places where people can have fabulous photos in paddocks and on trees and you know, under trees and rocks and with great views. So yeah, and that's another thing too. We do have fabulous views here as well because we're up on a hill, looking down the Hinuera Valley out to the Kaimais, and yeah, it certainly is a very idyllic setting.
Yes, it is such a stunning property. Now, as an extension to the Red Barn, you also have items for hire as well, is that right?
We do actually, yes. We just started a separate hire business a couple of years ago. We were sending our brides to Hamilton to hire all of their linen and table decorations and things like that. And it was a little bit of a mission for them to try and find all the things they needed, and so I sort of thought, oh, it would be quite easy if we had everything like that here. So we did start another hire business, and I did get a little bit carried away. So I've got a great range of hire equipment, and we've got a website called Wedding Designs with an S, and it's got lots of photographs on there of you know, the different ranges that we have available. I think we have about 15 different ranges. So we have a lot of the old jugs and you know, vases, and we have a vintage collection as well with all the crystal vintage vases and all of those things which seem to be very in fashion at the moment for weddings.
So tell us about the catering options out here.
Oh yes, we have fabulous caterers here at the Red Barn. We use a catering firm called Kerr & Ladbroke. They're probably better known as Pumice in Hamilton. Pumice actually won Restaurant of the Year 3 years ago out of all of New Zealand, and they were a finalist again this year. So we have really a high standard of catering here, great quality, and yeah, they can do anything here from buffet to plated to semi-plated. They can even do canapes all night. So they certainly tailor their menus to the individual's needs. So yeah, we're very lucky to have them as our caterers here at the Red Barn.
Yeah, they sound fantastic. So Bridget, how can viewers find out more or make a booking with you?
Well, they can just have a look at our website, which is www.redbarn.co.nz, and also our Wedding Designs outlet as well. If they're looking for hire equipment, even for other venues, we do hire out to other venues as well. Our range is quite extensive, and that website is www.weddingdesigns.co.nz.
And whereabouts are you located?
We're actually located in the Hinuera Valley, so we're halfway between Cambridge and Matamata, and just off the main State Highway 1 intersection. We're basically just along there, about 1.5 kilometres on the left. So big stone gates and long tree-lined driveway, and the Red Barn's at the top of the hill.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Bridget. So for your Christmas function, wedding or special occasion, give the team at the Red Barn a call. If you are looking for the ultimate spot for your summer occasions, the Redoubt Bar and Eatery in Te Awamutu and Matamata are where it's at. Let's go have a chat to owner Jacob Henderson. So Jacob, tell us about the Redoubt.
Well, Harriet, the dictionary meaning of the Redoubt is actually a place of refuge or safe haven. So I think that's quite apt. So if you need a moment to escape, we can look after you there with a nice cool beverage, or give you a meal, or a place to celebrate perhaps.
Awesome. Now, can you talk us through the menu?
Yeah, it's a good menu, good honest tucker. So nothing too intimidating on there, and it's very comfortable, good wholesome food. We change it seasonally, so I'm sure there'll be something that you'll like on there.
Now, do you hold functions?
Yeah, of course. This time of year, you can imagine there's plenty on. The boss will bring in with the team, so yeah, certainly.
Tell us about your new garden bar.
Pretty excited about that. Just finished that 3-4 weeks ago. We put down the AstroTurf, so you can go out on the green there. There's a dartboard in the corner, and there's one of our wines is the Devil's Staircase, which is a site when you go into Queenstown, so there's a good landscape image there to sip a wine or whatever around.
So, with Christmas fast approaching, what do you have in the way of Christmas gifts?
Well, can you imagine if you came down Christmas morning and instead of opening the present and you got your socks and your undies and things like that, you got a voucher for the Redoubt. Can you imagine that?
Fantastic.
So we can do a voucher in any denomination, and that would be probably the perfect Christmas gift.
Sounds like it. Now, in the way of your customers, what sort of treatment or vibe do you have here?
Well, we have a simple rule, and that is we make your day better. Plain and simple. You come in here, and when you leave here, your day will be better.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about the history of the bar?
Yeah, Kelly, my wife, and I started this 7 years ago. It wasn't a bar before that, or a restaurant before that. It was Wrightson's and the optometrist. So we moved the optometrist next door, and we put a pub in. So it was a pretty big job, but we got there.
Huge. And do you have any events that you sort of run on a weekly basis or coming up?
Yeah, coming up we've got some good stuff. 28th of January, just after Chrissy, we've got a reggae band. They're doing a tour of the North Island, and there's a chap in it, Tiffany. They're based in Christchurch, but Tiffany's actually from Matamata, so he got on contact with me, so he's bringing his band up. And also February, the exact date eludes me now, but we've got a Rod Stewart impersonator, and this chap's an Englishman and he travels the world. He's coming from Vegas to Matamata, would you believe? So the reason being is that he's a big Lord of the Rings fan. So we managed to score him, so we do a dinner and show with him. So those are two things to look forward to.
So what sets this bar apart and makes it really unique to other bars?
Well, it is the only Matamata themed bar in the world. So when you look on the walls here, you'll see the heroes and the villains from Matamata. Just over your right shoulder there's Millie Khan, of course. She won a silver medal in the 1990 Commonwealth Games, and she was from Matamata, so we've got her on the wall there. Various rugby team and sports photos. And of course, probably give you a special shout out to Clifford, our Jamaican barman. He's the only Jamaican in Matamata, and he's been here from the start, and he's a pretty special sort of a guy.
Oh, that's fantastic. So finally, where are you located and how can viewers get in contact with you?
We're on 48 Broadway with the big Hobbiton sign straight out the door there, and if you want to get in touch with us, just give us a call on the phone.
Fantastic. Well, the food here looks amazing and the atmosphere is great. So for your next little big night out, make sure that you book a table at the Redoubt Bar and Eatery. Well, let's hope that you have a few more ideas for Christmas Day after watching today's show. Remember, Christmas is just 2 weeks away now, so if you haven't started your shopping, you'd better get busy. Next week, Amy will be back with you as she heads over the Kaimais. I'm Harriet Wilson. Have a great week.
This has been an Alpha Media production, a division of Television Media Group.